About Encore in case you guys don't know, okay? When I was 15, I was a freshman in high school, and I had to write a paper on somebody who had a job that I might want to do. So I interviewed my theater director and wrote that I wanted to grow up, produce, and direct, and run my own new theater company when I was 15. When I was 20, we came up with the name Encore. Stands for Educating the Next Class of Rising Entertainers, and we actually sketched out the first Encore logo in my friend's living room. Even though I'm 21, it took a lot of years later of working with a lot of different companies before my husband said, it's time for you to follow your dream. Let's take our savings and let's start Encore. And we prayed for 25 kids to show up. If we could have 25 kids, we could start a company. We'd have to invest our savings, but we'd be able to start a company. If we had 40, we'd be able to start it and break even, but no one would get paid. My amazing dad volunteered to be our vocal director. My best friend Jen volunteered to be our choreographer. Aki volunteered to do our music. I was directing it. We had all our bases covered. We just needed costumes. And I literally said to Tracy Schiller, it's okay, God will provide. On the first day, we had all these parent volunteer forms filled out, and one of the moms wrote, I'd like to do costumes. That was Cheryl Ortiz 10 years ago. Yeah, sadly she is not able to be here tonight, which just breaks my heart. On that first day of Encore, that morning we had 45 students sign up that morning. And by 4 hours later, when we had our first rehearsal, 19 more walk-ups happened, and we started Encore with 64 students. It was one of the best days of my life, not just because of starting Encore, but because I got to watch people I knew from church, people I knew from this company, a freshman English student I had that I was currently teaching, Gavin Kwan, showing up. I got to see Madeline, Nicole, and Sarah, who I had taught when they were tiny, show back up like 6-7 years later. They came running. They're like, we heard you're starting a company. We want to be in your show. I got to watch all of these people start to meet each other. I watched Tyler O'Brien start to meet different people that he didn't know. And it was awesome. A lot of them are still friends to this day, 10 years later. Raise your hand if you have more than 5 friends in Encore. And raise your hand if you've had those 5 friends for more than 5 years. 6, 7, 8. How many of you just had those friends for 10 years? It's been a decade now. So awesome. How many of you are a parent and you've met like your lifelong best friend in Encore? So cool. That's so awesome. I love it. I see you in the back, Julie. That's so cool. So that was one of the greatest days of my life. I hadn't had kids yet. I didn't at the time. I have 3 kids now. Hi Val, I love you. And your baby. That's Val and Alex. They have a baby now. So we started with our first show, which was Joseph. I might not talk about this later, so I'm going to talk about it now. I'm really excited that the person who played Joseph in our original show a decade ago is here. And when you guys see Close Every Door, he's going to be singing it. He's the original one we had a decade ago. And on top of that, his gorgeous hot wife, who he met in Encores, here as well. And they're the most delicious married couple. And the most incredible humans. Do you know on their 1-year anniversary, they brought me flowers? They literally showed up at my house and brought me flowers on their 1-year anniversary. Sweetest thing ever. So there's been tons of people who have met in Encore. Some have been together for 3 years. Tyler, how long? Mackenzie, 3 years. Tyler, how long have you guys been together? Tyler and Jessica have been together like 5 years?
Almost 5 years, yeah.
5 years, so yeah, kind of cool. Don't start dating though when you're young. Anyway, so that was one of the greatest days of my whole life. And I just want you guys to know, I think this is going to be one of the top 5 as well. I want to thank you so much. I want to make sure you know one thing. I'm going to cry all night long. I'm not going to attempt to hold it back. I'm probably going to cry at almost every song. I just want to thank every one of you. This is like a wedding. If you've ever been married, at your wedding, you don't get the time to personally say thank you and hug every person. I will, I know you're here, Erin. I won't have time to personally hug you and thank every one of you. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, whether it's your first show or your 50th show or whatever, thank you so much for being a part of my dream. Thank you so much for lending me and trusting me with your children. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It has been a crazy, wild 10 years. It's been like birthing a baby, and man, when they're 2 and they're getting into everything, Encore's been hard. It's been challenging. It's been rewarding. It's been a lot of tears, a lot of drama, a lot of everything. But just, this is my big personal hug to every single one of you, and I just want to thank you so much for being and who you are. I mean it when I tell you, I really love all of you. Every single one of you. Parents, you're included. Thank you so much for being here tonight. If this room was empty, it would break my heart. And my heart is overjoyed that it's so full. And every single one of my alumni students who haven't been around for like 5 years, thank you so much for coming back and being here and lending us your talent. Some of you haven't sung in like 3, 5, 6 years and you're terrified, but you sound amazing and you're going to be so good. And thank you so much for blessing me with your talent and coming back and being willing to share it again. So that's my first crying speech. So thank you. I just love you from the bottom of my heart. We have a lot of people to thank tonight, so I'm going to thank one person first right now before I'm done. And this is a person who, we're going to thank a lot of people who started Encore tonight. A lot of people who literally their roots are in Encore. I mentioned some of them. But there's somebody who might as well have been here when we started Encore, because it seems like she always has. And she started working in the office actually long before Tracy Schiller ever officially worked in the office. This lady worked in the office in, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 of my houses? I'm not sure how many of them, because the office used to be at my house. We worked in a room that wasn't even a room. It was like a closet. It was like a side room that wasn't even a bedroom. She has put in so much. She literally could go out and get a job. And I'm so glad she's about to walk in the room. This lady could literally go out and get a job for at least double what we pay her. She has a degree. She's smart. She's buco smart. She has put in so many hours that she like literally wasn't even paid for. You guys have no idea how much she has sacrificed financially just by deciding to work for Encore with what we can pay her. Nobody works for a nonprofit youth theater company and makes a lot of money. There is nobody on my staff that gets paid even half of what they're worth. Not a single one. So if you guys don't treat my staff like, oh, you've got to. They do not get paid half of what they could if they went out and got a job somewhere else. But it's because they believe in Encore. They see it on your faces. They believe in what they do, and they know we can't pay them more. They know we can't pay them more. So they take what we can give them with a giant smile and a humble heart and total gratitude. And the first of those people that I want to thank is Carla. have experienced during Encore's first 10 years would not have been possible without your hard work, your belief, and your dedication.
We really appreciate you parents so much, and we love your kids. We cry with them, we smile with them. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Okay, should we start the show? We're going to do one more song before we release you to dinner, all right? Because how many of you guys are hungry? All right, I have one more task for you. You know how you're going to run for dessert later? We are going to do food as fast as possible tonight, because I decided not to cut very many numbers from the show. So when you're doing food, I want you to make it your mission to get that food faster than the person in front of you. That doesn't mean you're all going to run, because we're going to dismiss you by tables. Okay? You're not going to run because we're going to dismiss you by tables. However, you're going to go really fast when it's time. Okay. The first unofficial thing we actually ever did at Encore was called Safety Kids. And we had 22, she's excited. We had 22 homeschool students that did like a 30-minute version of a little mini musical called Safety Kids. Uh-oh. And speaking of kids, sit still. It taught kids about safety. It was the cutest thing ever, and we actually took it into schools, and we performed it at elementary schools. Is there anybody here who saw that as an elementary school kid? Bam! Look at that. She actually remembered seeing Safety Kids. Oh, and he did too. He just was afraid to raise his hand. So we could not start Encore without doing a little bit of Safety Kids. It's going to involve audience participation. Don't worry, you got this. It'll be amazing. Are you ready, Marcel? Okay. I'm going to play the role of the club president of the Safety Kids, and I've got 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have 4 original Safety Kids that are going to be helping me out here. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Safety Kids Club meeting. Today we're talking about personal safety. Hey, club members Taylor and Emma, what do you guys do if you're at the park and suddenly a car pulls up and people try to force you to go in their car? We yell. You yell? Yeah. Along the second time. Oh my gosh, look, we have club kids Sophia and Tatiana. Wait, no, push pause. That's too fast. Sophia and Tatiana, what do you do if you're at the grocery store with your mom and someone you don't know tries to force you to go with them? We yell! You do? You yell? Why? 'Cause... That was like pretty windy, right? Okay. Awesome. The move goes like this. Everyone hold your hands up. Yep. Oh, push pause. Hands up. Yep, and the other side. Yep, other side. Other side. And then you can just do a little jig. Do a little jig. And then the last part is really important. Even you over there, don't forget your arm. Okay, you got this. One more time, everyone all together. Here we go. This is what we do as school kids. I'm gonna do this body on the street. Sometimes it's the only thing to do. Join me at the fire truck. We just gotta open up and get the front and the last time. Sometimes it's this body on the street. Sometimes it's the only thing to do. What do you think? Should we let them in the club? Awesome! You guys are
in the castle. Some angel terrible inside. It's a beast. Got fangs, razor sharp ones. Massive paws, killer claws, blood knees. Hear him roar, see him foam, but we're not coming home till he's dead. Good and dead. We'll kill the beast.
I won't let you do this.
Just try and stop us.
It's all my fault. I have to go back.
I'm going with you. I lost you once, I'm not going to lose you again. We'll lay siege to the castle and bring back his head. Who's with me? Freedom! That's your torch, that's your horse, bring your courage to the sticking place. It's a beast, one as tall as a mountain. We won't rest till he's good and sees. Sally forth, sally home, grab your sword, grab your bow, praise the Lord, and here we go. We don't like what we don't understand. In fact, it scares us, and this monster is mysterious and please. Bring your guns, bring your knives, save our children and our wives, and save our village and our lives. We'll kill the beast. Take whatever booty you can find, but remember the beast is mine. Hearts are playing.